Hello everyone and welcome back to another Stormworks bi-weekly update video. Now in this video we're going to be covering updates as of today, which is version 1.5.6. Now in this update we have got some brand new outfits that the developers have just gone and released into Stormworks. For all of those of you that are playing with weapons DLC, this is going to be a fun one for you. So the new outfit is going to be body armor. The developers have been alluding to this for quite a while now and we have finally got it here in game. So we've got 4 brand new types of body armor. This can be accessed whether you've got the DLC or if you don't. However, you will only see damage reduction if you do have the DLC. So let's go and take a look at them. So as you can see, I'm currently wearing one of them at the moment, but let's go through them one by one. So as I said, the developers said there's 4 different types, but actually it seems to be 5 from what I can see here. So the first one we're going to have is something called the Black Hawk Vest. Now, just to give you a quick overview, is that all of these will reduce your damage to projectiles. Now, the different levels of damage that you'll get will depend on different outfit you're wearing. So we're going to start with the lightest one. This apparently only slightly reduces projectiles. So if we go into photo mode here, have a look at it, you can see it's just very simple little vest, nothing special. I highly doubt this will protect you much at all. The next thing we're going to have is something called the chest rig. Now the chest rig is the first one that we're going to be having a look at that actually has a helmet on it. So you can see it looks very similar to the one we just had a look at. However, at the moment, we've now got this little helmet. So that will probably start protecting your head, but only ever so slightly. We're then going to be stepping up to the next one, and the next one is going to be called the plate. Actually, no, I think the next one, I don't know if it's the armored or the plate, but I'm guessing the plate vest is probably your next one up. So this one looks really cool. It's quite more chunkier and beefier. As you can see here on my screen, this one has got definitely a bunch more armor on it. And we've also got a visor here on a helmet. So really quite cool. The next one we're going to be stepping up to is going to be the armored vest. This one looks more or less about the same. However, it looks like it's got much better head protection. As you can see there, now we've got a full head protection. Or in front of us, the mask there or the visor is now armored, and we've also got a little bit of lower torso armor too. So this is what I would consider to be probably your best one in terms of protection wise against projectiles. Now, something to just be aware of is depending on which one you actually equip, you will slow down. Look at your movement speed is reduced significantly. So if I go and drop that, look at that. So we can move much quicker. We put the armor on, we are now much slower. So that is pretty cool. Let's go and drop that off. And the last one we're going to be having a look at is going to be the new bomb disposable outfit. So you can see straight away I'm highly reduced in my actual movement. Let's go into camera mode. Let's go and take a look at this. So you can see straight away we've got a bunch of armor in front of us and all around us. We've got this huge headgear on, big helmet. So this looks really cool. And yeah, it's pretty much covering my entire character here. That's really cool. Very interesting, very slow moving. Now apparently this one I think will protect you slightly against projectiles. However, it's mainly designed to protect you against explosives, which none of the other ones will actually go and do. The other ones are just projectiles, not explosive damage at all. Now, I don't know if this will protect you from literally a grenade going off at your feet. You know what? Let's go and test that. I think that is a very good test. Now, I've got a whole bunch of things here. Let's go and pick up some grenades. We're going to go and throw it at our feet, and we're going to see how much damage we actually take. First thing I need to do is enable some damage. So we're going to go and drop it just here at my feet. I'm going to try and run over it. I died. So yeah, it doesn't protect you that well against explosion damage. You will need to stand a little bit further away from that. But yeah, so these are the new outfits. Let's go into the actual workbench and let's go and have a look at them in our inventory. So jumping in the workbench here, I've already got them laid out in front of me, but let's actually go in here and take a quick look at these. So you can see them by simply looking for outfits inside your inventory. Now we're going to start with the most basic one, which is going to be the Black Hawk Vest. As you can see, very simple. When equipped, damage from projectiles is slightly reduced. Yeah, very, very slightly reduced. The next one up, which if I'm correct, is going to be, let's go and find it. It's not the armored vest. It's not the plate vest. It is going to be our Chest rig, correct. Okay, so once again, when equipped, damage from projectiles to the body is slightly reduced, and now also head is slightly reduced. Okay, so the only difference between the Black Hawk and also the chest rig that I can see straight now is that we've now got a head protection on the chest rig. Now stepping it up from that, we have got the, I think it is the plate vest, yes. So this is the plate vest. It looks like this one is significantly reduced, so quite a lot of can be reduced on the body, but only so significantly reduced on the body is reduced significantly, and the damage to the head is greatly reduced. Okay, so greatly reduced on the head, significantly on the body, whereas the armored vest is greatly on both the body and the head. Okay, interesting. All right, so that's quite interesting on the differences between those two. And then lastly, we have the bomb disposable outfit. So here, yeah, explosive protection when equipped. Explosives is drastically reduced. Projectiles is slightly. So it does give you a little bit of projectile damage, but mainly it's explosive damage. Of course, don't go and step on a bomb like I did, or at least a grenade like I did, because you will die, as you guys saw a few seconds ago, or even just jump from a high height. So these are really cool. I think this will be fun for doing a little bit of multiplayer, you know, PvP kind of stuff, especially if you're doing using firearms or things like that, where you're running around. I mean, I did some death matches, and these would have been really fun to see, because, you know, you can get better, you know, you can help yourself with protection or armor, but then you slow your movement down. So it would have been interesting to see the dynamics of that in our deathmatch. But I also think this is just a really cool little aesthetic, you know, especially, you know, you can imagine your Coast Guard ships. I can definitely see people wearing the very basic chest rigs, or, yeah, I would probably say the chest rigs or the Black Horse vest is just something you would generally have, whether it's on a Coast Guard vessel or possibly on a helicopter, or probably one step up would be the plate vest. I mean, it's probably the most common. One thing I would like to see in the future, and this is just a small criticism, is that when you put these on, you actually don't see anything around you. You know, we've got first person, so we can see the actual armor or the chest rigs on us, but you can see I've got a helmet on, but it actually doesn't reflect on my screen. It's not like the scuba gear. We know when you put scuba gear on, you can actually visually see a difference when you look out. With this, you can't. It's as almost as if you haven't got it. I mean, the same goes for any of this. You know, put it on, no difference to my character. I would expect reduced visibility, especially with that bomb disposable one. I'd expect a huge visibility cut. I mean, with this, I would expect like a little grate, almost like if any of you have played Escape from Tarkov, you know, when you put the helmets on, it greatly reduces your visibility. That's what I've kind of would have liked to have seen with this. Maybe we'll get that in a future update. But that's pretty much about it for this week's update, guys. Nothing else to talk about. New outfits. They said 4. I can see 5. But yeah, nice to see here in Stormworks, whether it's cosmetics that you're caring about or actually damage reduction. Both will work, whether you've got the DLC or not. But obviously, damage reduction only if you do have the DLC here. And that's about it. As always, there's a whole bunch of bug fixes and little things like that that they have been working on. I will put up the changelog on the screen so you guys can take a look at that. But as always, if you have enjoyed my videos, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts of this update in the comments below. And until next week, we will see you then.